When I talk about experience, I'm talking about the right experience. Some people mistake time in the game as experience. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. There are people who've been trying this for 12 years and they haven't even begun. When I talk about experience, I'm talking about the right experience. There is such a thing as the wrong experience, traders. The wrong experience actually takes you in the opposite direction. You go backwards. So this is a very dangerous, delicate topic because it's possible to get behind the eight ball. It's possible to actually be putting time into the wrong thing, and your time into the wrong thing actually makes you worse than a novice with no experience. You develop negative experience. You can spend 4 years with the wrong person and waste your time, build up bad habits, build up false belief systems. You can build up things that get so deeply inside of you that it's so difficult to undo all the damage that was done to actually start your brand new life again. There are many people who are ruined because they have not started the right way. And there's something about your first few years in this, traders. You're delicate, you're sensitive, you are fertile soil. And if the wrong thing starts to germinate in that young, fertile soil of yours, it can gain roots that become so powerful. And if those roots are the wrong roots, the odds of you ever reversing that are very, very low. I try my best to capture people as early in the process as possible because I understand how delicate that period is. There are people that come to me that are so damaged, so worn, so torn. They are so messed up. They've accumulated so much garbage that I can't even break through it. That the walls that have been built around them are so thick and so deeply rooted into their trader DNA that I can't reverse it. And that's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And another sad thing is that the people out there promoting a message like, you can make $1 million with $100. Have you seen that floating around? $100 into $1 million in 1 year. All you have to do is this. And really? It's sad that some of these people will talk negative about me because, number one, putting my name in their mouth gives them some credibility. Number two, it seems to be the way the new internet world gains some recognition. You find someone who's relatively known in the industry and start to try to poke holes in what they say and what they do and all of that stuff. And that creates the toxic environment that we have right now in this industry. I am so fortunate that I didn't have to deal with that because there was no internet when I started trading. There were no Facebook groups. There was no YouTube. You didn't have a platform where anyone who was nobody could go on and start pretending that they are something that they're not. And so you guys have to deal with that. And it's hard for someone breaking into this business new and they don't have enough wherewithal to even judge what's authentic and what's not, who's real and who's not. Is this something of value or is it not? So lacking that, it's not their fault, but lacking that, they get drawn in by what appears to be easier. What message appears to be the message that I want to hear, that I can have it right now? And so there's 90 people in this room. I think that includes me. There's not 900 or 9,000 people in this room because I don't say what most people want to hear. I say this message. It's going to take time. And you will never fault me, never be able to fault me for saying and being honest about the failure rate in this business. You'll never be able to fault me about saying that, look, success is not going to come. You'll never be able to fault me for failing to let you know that you're going to be a loser first. And so I'm always telling traders, why go through this period with your own money? Why? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I didn't even do that. I mean, I was forced not to do it because I didn't have money. But if I did, I would not have wanted to. That I would not want to risk my family's money knowing that my first period in this is going to be a loser, and I should be a loser because that's how I gain my experience. I want to get all of my losing out of the way up front. I don't want to experience the losing later in my career. Let me get rid of the losing now. Let me become so intimate with every mistake right now so that I know how to deal with it. Why would I want to push that off into my future? So listen, bring it on now. Let me just go through it now. Give me the hard part now. All right, I've got to lose. Let me just become the best loser in the world. Give me all the losers. Give me all the losing trades. Give me all the mistakes. I want to become so intimate with every possible way to lose that losing loses its grip on me because I know it. I know it better than losing. I know losing better than losing knows losing. And that's when you can start to rise. When the market no longer has a scenario that throws you, fools you, trips you up, throws you for a loop, confuses you, you say, I've seen that 2,000 times. It's not like problems. It's not like dilemmas. It's not like losing is infinite. There's only a small handful of mistakes. But you've got to go through all of them. You've got to go through them like they're a tunnel. Like if you keep all the tunnels in front of you, you never go through them. You never put the tunnel behind you. So these tunnels, these errors, these mistakes, these are in front of you. And until you go through them to the point where all of a sudden now this problem that I'm going through is now behind me. Okay, that's one thing behind me. Then here's a second thing behind me and a third. And then all of a sudden you start to run out of tunnels, mistakes, errors, dilemmas, problems. You start to run out of those to go through. And it is only on the other side of that that progress can happen. Now, I wish someone spoke to me about this. I wish there was someone around who could make me feel better when I was depressed, when I wanted to give up. You understand? I recognize all of these things in retrospect.